Last month I was asked to be a guest professor, instructor, whatever you want to call it. Does that make me a professor now? Let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Ride and Rogue Journal, the podcast. Sorry, that's such a long name. My name is Courtney Leach Hensley. I am your host. I am the owner of Ride and Rogue Cosmetics. I am a film and TV makeup artist. I am a lot of things, apparently. So today we are going to talk about when I was asked to guest lecture, I guess you could say, at a local university. But before we get into that, let's talk about what's in my cup. It's a water bottle, because I'm in my car, in my parking lot at work, recording this really quickly, because there's been a lot of setbacks and I haven't really been able to get this done, and I wanted to get this podcast out to you guys, so here we are, winging it and fingers crossing and just hoping for the best. So as I was saying, last month I was asked by one of the owners of the production company that I work with to come and talk to the students that were interested in makeup artistry. So every summer he does a summer class where students that are interested in the film industry will take this summer-long course. He writes a short film, and then depending on what department they're most interested in, he has them split up and they learn basically the ropes of being on set. So he had asked me to come in and talk to the two that were interested in makeup artistry. And, you know, just the way that I am, I stressed out, I worried, I panicked, I freaked out. I was definitely like, what do I teach them? What do I say? Because to be quite honest, makeup artistry has always just come very, very natural to me. Being on set was natural. Like, I was never taught anything. I didn't go to school for being on set. I do have my cosmetology license, so I did get training in makeup. But I also just learned a lot of that on the fly, started my makeup career working in retail. So I did have experience, but when it came to being on set, I just didn't have the experience. And I don't know, it wasn't anything, at least for me, that felt difficult or whatever. And Chris, who's the guy that does the class, was like, I don't know what you do and how you do it, but I love what you do. So can you teach them to be at least 60% efficient as what you are? I'm like, I don't even know what I do. I don't know how to teach something if I don't even really know what I do. So I stressed out for easily a month trying to figure out what I was going to talk to them about. I had everything planned. I wore something that I would typically wear on set. I brought my set bag. I didn't even have it stocked with everything that I usually bring, but I had that with me, and it ended up not being what I thought it was. And at the same time, it was really nice because then it wasn't as stressful. So I really expected to be standing in front of the class and talking to them about everything. Set etiquette, how to pack your bag, the best things to have in your bag, how to work with Chris and Keith, seeing as how they're the ones that were doing the class. And it ended up really being troubleshooting. So he had several of us that have worked with him in the past. We were all split up based on what the students were interested in doing. And it was really cool because I got to see people that I had worked with in the past as well. So we basically just kind of troubleshot some of the issues that they were having, kind of talked a little bit about product, things that I recommend. I talked a little bit about my kit, what I have in it, and I did recommend certain things, and I understand that they were college students, and I get that, but I also was telling them too, this is the best time to start building your kit. You're never going to have enough money and enough, I guess I should say, extra resources, and I know a lot of things were being provided by the school, which is super awesome, but I was also you can get small foundation samples from a company that I use a lot. They're a few dollars. You get multiple uses out of them because cream foundation, you get, bang for your buck. And I'm like, it doesn't hurt to, instead of having the school provide a full palette or something like that, to have your own individual stuff, figure out which brands you like the best and go from there. Because again, just a few dollars for something that you're going to get multiple uses out of to really figure out if you like something, in my opinion, was the way to go. Did they do that? I don't know. Did they reach out with any other questions? No. Do I need to let Chris know that too? Yes, because he did tell me to let him know if they, reached out any further, even just to confirm, okay, this is what our plan is. What do you think? I did also find out when I was there that a couple days before, Chris had another makeup artist that was there, And it was really interesting to hear that makeup artist's take on how to do something. It was very eye-opening because I realized that and my guess, honestly, not even maybe, is how we were trained. I was trained bare minimum product, take only what you need and figure it out from there, because everything is mixable. Get the idea of what you need, bug a producer, a writer, or whoever is in charge so you know what the looks are, and then take that kind of stuff. And for one of the looks, what this makeup artist had suggested, I suggested something different. I don't know which route they took, but it was just very interesting to hear somebody else's take on how they would, create a particular look. And I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I guess, it wasn't 100% what I thought it was going to be. Definitely not as crazy and nerve-wracking as I thought it was going to be, because I was panicking for a really long time. Even day of, I had the day off. I took the day off of work because I was just I need time to focus and figure this out. And then I was still kind of running around the house oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I need? What am I going to do? What am I going to have? Blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty certain I did do a reel, a kind of get ready with me, and even stated in there that how I was getting ready was more than what I usually look like on set, because I also explained a little bit, again, not too much, not as much as I thought, how to look when you're on set. Because one of the biggest things is, and I did actually teach somebody this, and the next day on set, she was a completely different person. Your actors and your models are the main event. They are the ones that the people are there to see, not you. You're basically supposed to blend into the background. If you're watching the video of this, what I have on for work is actually more than what I put on when I'm on set. I will do my brows because I have light brows and I feel that I look like I'm missing something when I don't have brows. And I will put a little bit of mascara on because I feel like I kind of look like I'm sick or tired. And I've even had people come up to me oh, are you feeling okay? No, bitch, I just forgot mascara today, but thanks for pointing that out. So I'll do those two things. Other than that, it really just kind of varies on how my skin looks. But so yeah, so that was my super exciting July. Getting asked to teach people something, having somebody that I work with respect me enough in my craft and just my ability to do things to have me teach a new generation of makeup artists was super exciting, super humbling. I may have almost cried at work. I try not to do that kind of stuff at work, but it was just really just reading the text that he was sending me. I was just oh my gosh. Because as I've talked about in a previous podcast, I struggle with imposter syndrome. And so even when I hear somebody talk about how well I do, they like the job that I've done, I still struggle to really believe it. So it is almost time for me to head back to my lunch. Quick Riot and Rogue updates. We have a Kickstarter that launched just a few days ago. I will put the details in the description for you to head over there and check it out. Thriver is done, which is my first collection. Yes, I'm finally giving it the name, or giving out the name. Our second collection is in the works. Kickstarter is out there to help do the second, third, and fourth collection because those are my big full collections. But I will get more into what Thriver is next month. Okay, so my phone overheated at lunch, so let's just kind of finish this up now that it is the end of the day. And if you're watching this on a video, you can clearly see it is the end of the day. So anyway, thanks again for hanging out with me today. Thanks for watching this episode. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Personally, it's Courtney Hensley, Hinsley. Riot and Rogue you can find at Riot and Rogue Cause, C-O-Z. You can also find me on YouTube. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to find me. Search Courtney Hensley and just keep scrolling until you see a profile picture with pink lips. That's me. And then again, we've got the Kickstarter going, so I will post the link to that in the description. Yeah, I will see you actually in a couple weeks for another podcast episode. Talk a little bit more about Thriver since I've already thrown out the name. I don't know. Still not sure what I'm going to do my episode on, so I guess you'll just have to tune in and see. But anyway, thanks again for hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next podcast. Bye!